Thank you for taking the time out to answer some important questions that all our viewers want to hear today. What's wrong?
I'm laughing at your voice. Be natural.
This is natural. This is my vlog voice. Who is Chef Jolie?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question, only because kind of like how you have Beyonce, right? And you have Sasha Fierce. It's like two people. I'm a Virgo like Beyonce, so I kind of got the same thing going on. There's Jolie. That's my government name. That's a totally different person, somewhat different person from Chef Jolie. Chef Jolie is the owner and executive chef of Low Country Cuisine with a Q, because I'm the queen of Southern gourmet. She is also a wife, a mom, a sister, a daughter, a friend, and just an all-around entrepreneur, badass.
What made you start a career in food?
What made me decide to start a career in food? There are a couple of answers to this question. First is, I love food. My mother will tell you that since a baby, that I was all about eating all the things, all the food. And my grandparents and my family is from Charleston, South Carolina, the Low Country, hence the name of my catering company, Low Country Cuisine. I spent most of my childhood there, and both my grandmother and my grandfather, who recently passed in 2019, he was an amazing cook. He was also in the catering industry. My grandmother was also in the culinary industry. She was an amazing cook, and I would spend my summers, Christmas, all the holidays, spring break, from going from Atlanta, where my mom lived, to Charleston. And I loved everything that they cooked. I just really fell in love with preparing food for other people, and it's a form of showing love for me when I cook for other people, seeing the expression on their face when they eat the food, and it's just a welcoming thing when someone comes to your house and you put a plate of food in front of them and nourish their body and their mind and their soul. And my mom always told me growing up, if you find something that you enjoy doing, that you're passionate about, that you would do for free, and you find a way to make some money at it, then you will never work a day in your life. I always had that in the back of my mind. I knew that if I could find a way to turn my passion of cooking and feeding people into a way to make money, then I was on my way. So that is how I became a chef, from enjoying great food and having that yearning to make money at something that made me happy and made other people happy.
How long have you been a chef?
That's also, all these questions are interesting. So how long have I been a chef? When I first started my catering company, it was 2007. And it actually wasn't a catering company at that time. At least I didn't see it that way. It was kind of like a side hustle. I was working in outside sales. I was the person when I was in college that would cook in my dorm for my roommates. After college, I was the person that would cook for my roommate that I had after college. When people have parties and they little shindigs and the little kickbacks, I was the person making the food. And so my first paid event, I'm doing air quotations, because the person that hired me to do this event, I just told them when they asked me, well, how much are you gonna charge me? I said, well, you know what, let me just buy the food. And I think the food probably was like $250, let's say, for like 30 people or something. I was like, whatever change is left over, that'll be my pay. Because I didn't know how to charge. First event was in 2007. 2009 is when I really started to pursue this whole catering culinary thing as a career. And I didn't call myself a chef in the beginning because I felt like a chef was someone who had studied in Paris or who had been to Le Cordon Bleu or had spent all this extensive amount of time, like, you know, working in high-end restaurants, and that's a chef. Well, you know, fast forward to maybe about 2012 or so is when I really realized, you know what, I'm a chef too. And if you look up the definition of chef, it is a professional cook that is leading a kitchen. The answer to that question is 15 years, but you know, to anybody out there that's just getting started in the culinary field, and you are maybe like me, a little bit hesitant to call yourself a chef, as soon as you start getting paid to cook, that's a professional career. You're a professional. Anytime you're getting paid to do something that you do, you can consider yourself a professional. So all in all, it's been 15 years.
What do you think you would be doing if you weren't a chef?
There's a couple of things. Maybe there's 3 things that I would be doing if I wasn't a chef. One, I would probably be a dancer, you know. Not the ones, you know, on the pole. Although I do want to learn pole dancing. So don't get it twisted. That is an art. I studied ballet, I studied African dance, I studied modern dance. The only thing I didn't do was tap. I never really got into tap. Took dance for several years at the Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia. If I wasn't a chef, I would probably be a dancer, or I would be doing something in fashion because I had a fashion show organization for several years. Infinite Appeal, shout out to Infinite Appeal, on the campus of Georgia State University in Atlanta. Produced several fashion shows. They're still on campus as a chartered organization, so I'm proud of that legacy. The third thing that I would be doing if I wasn't a chef, I would be doing something in acting. I would be an actress. So I would be dancing, fashion showing, I made that word up, or acting. And I think all of those things, those are all creative, artsy things. And I think that they flow like well with what I'm doing now as a chef, as a creative, as a new content creator. So yeah, I'd be doing one of those things.
When did you make your first $1 million?
Let me say this. I really thought that within a year of starting my company that I was gonna be, you know, making $1 million immediately. Well, it ain't happened like that. Hey y'all, thank you for watching part 1 of my first official vlog. Now, hopefully you already subscribed to my channel. If not, go ahead and do that. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you know when part 2 drops and I tell y'all when I made my first $1 million. Because I know that's what y'all want to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.